Hi, Loay.
Hi, how are you, Dunya?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
All good, all good.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
It's lovely to have you here. So I guess let's just start off by giving our audience a little bit of an introduction about yourself and what you do. We'll take it from there.
I am Loay, the regional director of marketing for Lazurdi Jewelry. We are the biggest jewelry company in the Middle East with over 100 retail stores across the region in Egypt, KSA, and UAE. We mainly focus on selling on retail diamonds, jewelry of different kinds, and we also work with wholesale gold, supplying all the different kind of gold souks in Egypt, KSA, Kuwait, Iraq, UAE, so pretty much everywhere. And also we are present in different duty frees and airports around the world. Lazurdi is originally a Saudi company with like a big heritage in fine jewelry.
Nice, thank you for the introduction. So I think, how did you get into fine jewelry and I guess the diamond industry?
My background in marketing was a bit way away from luxury, so I was working originally in tobacco industry in British American Tobacco. I worked in the e-commerce platforms and souk.com back in the days before it was acquired by Amazon. And I've always had this idea or this kind of, how can I say, lust or eagerness to work in luxury because
I love luxury myself, by the way.
Definitely, it's a lot. I'm not gonna say easier, but it's a lot polished to work for marketing for luxury because you do the campaigns, you do the shoots, you have the budget for it, you have the backing up for it. You
creativity
know,
behind
the creativity. You're always following trends. Your events basically are catwalks, so you collaborate with. It's easier for us to speak to with any celebrity. It's easier for us to have influencers endorsing us.
Yeah.
I didn't have that kind of easiness or luxury in other industries, so. I was lucky, you can say, that I got an opportunity to work with it, and I'm taking advantage of it at the moment.
Yeah, that's great. You went from tobacco industry to luxury. That's amazing. Good for you. Well
Thank
done.
you.
So Lazurdi is a household name in the world of fine jewelry and luxury jewelry. What's the core? So being in marketing yourself, what's the core marketing philosophy that keeps the brand relevant today, especially? Comparing it against your competitors right now, what keeps you relevant?
Storytelling. The industry in general in jewelry used to be very generic in terms of you're having a supermodel or a celebrity wearing your collection, having a couple of stills, a couple of photo shoots. There's no story behind your collection and there's no depth in it. So I think that the best way we can stay relevant in the market is actually to have a story behind our collection and to have something that's different about it. Like, for example, now last Ramadan we had a collection called Follow the Moon. So the jewelry piece itself looked like
the moon,
like a night sky with the moon in the middle. The campaign shoot was done in the outskirts of Riyadh, so you can actually see the landscape, you can see the heritage, you can see the night sky, obviously, with the stars sparkling and the moon. So when we run our ads, we position ourselves in a way, in the mindset of our customers. So it doesn't become just an easy, pretty face campaign. No, it has a meaning, and we try to keep doing that in every occasion to stay relevant. And I think this is one of the keys of how we are still relevant and household in terms of jewelry in the Middle East.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially when it's fine jewelry. There needs to be a story behind it. There needs to be emotional connection behind it that I guess that the audience can resonate with. It's less about the runway shows for like luxury and more about, okay, what is this? How is this making me feel? And how can I connect with this brand or with this piece? So I think that when you go back to the Ramadan piece with the,
Yes.
in Riyadh, it's very, your users and your target audience can resonate with that. And that's what catches them, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
How often do you buy diamonds or jewelry? Like, do
needs
you
to be a
actually buy them,
special
or you
occasion.
just get you always get gifts?
I mean, I wish I could get it gifted all the time.
Okay.
No. I
No,
think
because
it has
we actually had one customer the other day that was engaging with us in some sort of an event, and when we asked her that question, she said, "I never bought any piece of jewelry. I just get gifts."
Oh wow,
So
lucky woman.
yeah.
No, honestly, I don't. To be honest, I wouldn't buy it myself either.
Okay.
I would get it gifted by my husband. Like the first kind of diamond piece that I got was like a love heart necklace with a piece of small diamonds. It was like our first anniversary.
Oh wow.
So I think I can kind of relate to that.
Yes.
But yet it's always a special moment.
It's the promise, they say.
Exactly.
Because the whole idea of the diamond is that the idea that the diamonds are forever, and they resemble the idea of love, and like the origin of endorsing diamonds as a gift was actually not that long ago, but it was around 200 years ago. That was the manuscripts. They understood that one of the sultans and the kings of India, when he wanted to gift his wife, he ignored gold and ignored emeralds, which were very popular at that time, and he actually gifted her a diamond, I think it was 5 or 6 carats diamond ring.
Nice.
And from there on, it became associated with the promise. Is that when you give someone that kind of gift, you're just, this is the bond between us. You're saying that I love you, and I give you that promise, and it's just magical.
Yeah, it's like a promise ring or eternity ring, or
definitely.
Another one that I forgot. What is it called?
That doesn't take away, or that doesn't take the allure of gold away.
Yeah, of course.
Again, as I told you, we as a company we sell diamonds and gold, so I cannot
you can't
undermine.
pick and choose.
I cannot pick and choose. Gold is gold at the end of the day. It's a great investment. You know that when you buy a gold, it has its value and it holds its value.
Yeah.
And it's eternal. So I'm just fortunate that I'm working with these.
Yeah, you got the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So coming back to the marketing side, what channels have proven the most effective in engaging your audience across the MENA region as well? So, whether it's KSA or UAE, what is proving to be very effective?
I can say it depends on every country, because every country has got its own demographics. Like, for example, in Egypt, Facebook and Meta products in general, Facebook and Instagram, still very, very engaging. In KSA, now Snapchat and
it's huge,
TikTok is huge. So we try to analyze the region, every country on its own, and try to utilize the best platforms that works there. So since we work everywhere, almost in the region, I cannot pinpoint one platform, because every country has its own platform. So we work with everything. But definitely, since it's jewelry and fine jewelry, we try to work with visually appealing kind of platforms the most. So I can say that Instagram usually is very engaging, because in Instagram it's not like quick shorts or quick videos kind of platforms where you cannot really actually see that piece clearly. So static photo-based platforms usually gets the highest engagement, and we try to utilize that the most.
And in terms of creative as well, like is it, because nowadays what I've seen with luxury fine jewelry, there's a lot of creative and videos where it's, the behind the scenes of the craftsmanship of creating those pieces. Is that something that Lazurde is doing right now as well?
Yeah, definitely. Every couple of years, we always have that video. Is that we
so engaging.
In the workshop, actually before the workshop, is from the drawing board where they are drawing the piece and how the from a handwritten drone to a CAD file, which is a digital kind of drawing on the computer, all the way to the workshop where they actually polish and they work on the pieces, they cut it, and they do the molding for the metal itself,
Yeah.
that usually gold that carries the diamond. So it is as you're saying, a very engaging piece of content, and we shoot it every couple of years because it needs to be relevant. And
Yeah.
I agree, it is very, very interesting
Yeah.
video, and people love to watch it.
It is, yeah. I mean, myself, I get very kind of intrigued, and I just want to learn more of how this piece that we're wearing just gets created and how much time and effort and passion
Yes.
it takes as well. It's really interesting to see.
For sure.
So going in terms of now moving kind of the shift in the gears a bit to audio advertising, what's your take on the potential of podcast marketing of luxury brands like Lazurde?
We definitely see a huge potential and opportunity for us. In general, every kind of every avenue of different channels and different kind of media is an opportunity. And podcasting for the past couple of years is the trend.
It's definitely grown as well in terms of
Definitely.
penetration.
And I believe it is there to stay. It's not a trend that
Yep.
just for a couple of years and it will fade. No, it's there to stay because people in general, and this is justified by a lot of analysis, people are more drawn into long version kind of content. If you look at YouTube for the past, in the beginning, like back in 2010s and 2015, you'll find that everything was going towards shorts.
Yeah.
But look at the biggest podcasters that you have now in the world, or the biggest shows even on YouTube. You'll find the Joe Rogans that
Yeah.
actually every episode is a couple of hours episode.
Yeah. And people actually watch the
Yes.
entire show throughout the episode.
Exactly. So that shows that people are looking for a long format kind of content. And I'll tell you, for example, in Egypt, people are obsessed with sports. They watch a lot of this, like hundreds and hundreds of different shows that talks about football. The recent ones, like there's this show, and it's a podcast show. It was very recent. It started just like a year ago, and basically it broke all the numbers and became very, very popular. And when you watch it, and I actually was trying to understand why did it hit, and this is the factor that was there. It was a very long format. So it wasn't a 20 minutes version. It was like, for example, interviewing a football player for 2-3 hours.
Oh, wow.
So these figures, we all, like I'm talking about in Egypt, we all know them, but we just know the outer layer.
Yeah.
So when you put them on a chair for 3 hours, you start
Getting to know them
Getting
on a
to know
personal
them.
level.
Yes.
Yeah.
and for the better and for the worse, sometimes it's not really positive for them, because sometimes you give them a chance to talk for 3 hours, they start saying stuff that they shouldn't say.
Yeah.
However, it's very interesting for the audience,
Yeah.
and it's very interesting for the media, because that means more clicks, that means more views,
Yeah.
and it becomes very interesting. So I think this is the future, and we're very interested to look at it and invest.
Very authentic as
yes,
well.
definitely.
So you can be their true selves,
Yep.
answer questions that they haven't, prepared for, they haven't, it's not PR.
Yeah.
So it's really intriguing. And as users, or as the consumer, the audience that's viewing this, it's like, oh, I want to get to know more about this
It's
person.
very true, because the traditional format of interviews that used to be 5 questions.
Yeah.
So even if it looks natural, you always have a feeling that definitely the host actually handed the 5 questions before to his guests.
Yeah.
And they rehearsed this one way or another.
Yeah.
But when it's 3 hours, or when it's even 1 hour,
You can't,
you can't really rehearse that.
No.
So it's very true, and it's very authentic.
Organic, yes.
Yep.
That's very interesting. What is the one campaign that you're really proud of, that you're like, okay, wow, this was amazing. We did really well. it generated great clicks or conversions or reach. What is it that you're mostly proud of? And why?
It is a very recent one. The last Ramadan campaign, the one that I was talking about the storytelling of the Follow the Moon. We're very proud of it because usually our brand is always associated with the top celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
So we had.
Did you have
Where are you
influencers?
from, by the way?
I'm from North Iraq, so I'm Kurdish.
Okay, so maybe you're familiar with the names. Like we had, like the most famous celebrity endorsement that we had was brand ambassador was Elisa, the Lebanese
Oh,
singer.
I love Elisa.
Yeah, we had Elisa, we had Miriam Faris, we had Sireen Abdel Noor, we had Nelly Karim from Egypt. So it was always associated with the big names. And in the last second half of last year and this year, we didn't have a celebrity, major celebrity ambassador. So it became very challenging for us, and people were betting that we're not going to be able to do the same kind of sales that we used to, or the same kind of publicity. So that's why I'm very proud of that Ramadan campaign that we had. Is that we didn't do an ad with a big celebrity. It was just with the normal model, but we were very successful in actually capturing a lot of audience and reaching our targets and actually selling. And it was, again, as I was saying, it wasn't just a pretty face that's just being shot with the jewelry. It was actually a story and a beautiful created story about the relation between Ramadan, suhoor, and having late dinners, which is the pre fasting meal. We did a big campaign in KSA where we did billboards, we did cinema ads, we did radio. So it was successful, and I'm very proud of it.
That's amazing. Sometimes you don't actually need those big face celebrity endorsements. It just takes telling a story and having the audience resonate with that and kind of it feels real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can resonate with it. They can relate to it, and that's all it takes for the campaign or for the that specific jewelry line to be successful.
Definitely.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm pleased to hear that. I'm definitely going to watch it on YouTube, or if I find it. Last question. How would you describe podcast in 3 words?
Honest. Organic, futuristic, the future.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your insights today, Loay.
Thank you very
it was
much.
lovely to hear
about
your experience and also the brand. We're really happy that you've joined us today at Next Broadcast Media.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.